PEDs, stop using them.
Yeah.
Pretty straightforward. I hate them. So I get a lot, like, you have a big mesomorph physique, right? And somebody looks at you, they're like, oh man, look at that big old guy. You know, what roids does he use? It's like, it's called hard work. I've been an athlete since I was 6 years old. You know, my dad was an Olympic level athlete. My brother is like 10 times the athlete that I am. My sister she started an athlete even before we were. Like, throw stones at me. USADA tests me every week. Mm-hmm. The military tests us all the time. Still, to the day. Yeah. Like, I get tested. Last month, I got tested like 9 times. I've always been clean. I will always be clean.
Yeah. And just for those of you that don't know, for those of you that aren't MMA fans, you fought a lot of guys that weren't clean.
Yeah.
And that's just, you know, I've, since being in the MMA community and sparring a lot of guys and fighting a lot of guys, I've gone with guys, and just so everybody understands, when someone goes on steroids, you can feel it.
100%.
You can absolutely feel it.
They work.
They work.
They work.
They work. They make you stronger.
They make you recover
faster. And so the fact that you've gone in the cage on multiple occasions and fought guys that had that massive advantage and you've beaten them, awesome. Awesome work. And it's a bummer that's out there. And you have to deal with that.
Self-respect, integrity.
Yeah, you have more of an outspoken opinion about it, I'd say, than like the next guy.
Yeah, I mean, so I've been a professional athlete for 14 years. Like the pride peak of guys dripping anabolic steroids. Like, I mean, not like I used in fight camp. I mean, like they took hypodermic needles and shoved them into their eyeballs right before the fight type fights, you know? The Vanderlei Silva, like, it was like he's up on the ring screaming, and he probably hasn't even remembered like the last 4 days because he's been in a steroid rage leading up to his fight. That was that is the era of MMA that I came from.
Right.
And my entire career has been that. And I'm not bitter that, like, you know, I fought and lost titles. And yeah, maybe they would have gone differently had I cheated or they weren't cheating, but that's not what it's about. To me, I've been a martial artist since I was a kid. So a martial artist has to do with ethics and integrity and hard work. You know, like the pillars of what being a martial artist is. And every one of these guys spits in the face of what I think this sport is supposed to personify. All the beauty that exists in martial arts is stripped away every time one of these guys tests positive. That's why.
Yeah, that's I'll leave it at that.